gilt-edged chance to close to just a single frame behind and maybe emerge from this session with honours even has gone. So now all of his efforts, all of his focus, his concentration must go into winning this frame to give himself hope when they come back tonight at 7 o'clock local time. Judd Trump, on the other hand, is eyeing a 4-frame cushion, which would surely be very nearly unassailable. The way he is playing right now, the confidence he's feeling, the fact that he can win matches from in front, from behind, makes no odds to him on this extraordinary 19-match winning streak as he goes for a 3rd consecutive rank.
Yeah, brilliant. Exactly go. Obviously it will. He started to see him. That last frame, so important for Chris Wakelin. Had a chance, missed that easy red to the right corner.
8.
But it looked like he's out of position.
Shot from 8.
Now he's trying to hang on for dear life.
Foul.
He's trying to hit that red just below the pink, because there is a danger of leaving a red on. He catches them too far down. That's okay. Good shot. Oh, so close. Oh, he didn't want that kiss. That could be lethal. He got so close to that pot.
1.
So Judd Trump back in early in this final frame of the session, looking to go
Eight. Nine.
So, little cannon to those 2 reds. Preferably the furthest one. That one.
16.
Not too bothered about going down for the blue as long as he gets the right side, which he has done. And he couldn't place these reds any better. Just needs to keep that cue ball under control now. Pink will go to the right corner.
22. $23. 43. 44.
One more red in the colour. Should seem safe.
Chris Wakelin competed extremely well before the interval.
51.
He led 2-1. But since that 15-minute break, it's been all Judd Trump.
52.
Although, of course, Wakelin had the chance in the previous frame to close to within just one. His failure to take it is looking increasingly costly.
Yeah, and he could have gone 3-1 up at the interval, couldn't he? He had chances.
And there's the frame.
57.
There's no coming back in this one for the shootout champion.
58.
Going to need something Herculean this evening because Judd Trump is on the most sensational roll of form. A winning machine reminiscent of the
65.
season after he won his World Championship when he won 6 ranking titles in a single season. In fact, he
66.
won 14 in 28 months, having won this for the first time 5 years ago, averaging 1 every 2 months. Given the standard today, that is extraordinary. And now he is in
81.
sight.
82.
All that's been missing in this session is a century. He finished with 1 last night against Barry Hawkins for his 5th consecutive frame, and that is what he's achieved here this afternoon from 2-1 adrift.
89.
Yeah, just might play for the pink here. Makes the green a little bit easier.
90.
Just under hit it. Got to miss the middle pocket here. Left middle. Oh, what a shame.
No century, but it's yet another burst of frames in Belfast to put Judd Trump in sight of a 3rd straight ranking title, a 20th consecutive victory, and a 4th Alex Higgins trophy from 2-1 down to 6-2 up at the interval.
Quite early on the last day in the afternoon. Certainly still daylight anyway. The whole session to spare with a big there. I hope this final goes further, but if he misses shots like that, it might go very far at all. He's left him in again.
Yeah, I mean, we've already seen the difference, haven't we? First frame, Wakelin missed a long red, sat out a century. In this frame, Trump missed a long red. Chris Wakelin broke down almost immediately. Has left a chance. He's in that line of crowd pleasers, isn't he? You know, it's the Alex Higgins Trophy. Jimmy and Ronnie have been here today, working for Eurosport, and you can understand why audiences, and there's a big crowd here, enjoy watching him.
Six.
Well, he was stretching over on the shot. But I didn't think that would stop him based on how he pots balls, so that's a blip. The long pot was difficult, that wasn't particularly awkward. Still not happy with it, the fact he didn't get behind the the blue perfectly. May have got a kick there. The ball's jumped. And you think about Alex Higgins, of course, who this trophy is named after. Very unpredictable sort of a player. Shot selection wasn't always textbook. And that's what people like about Judd in his game. Lots of ways to do something, but people that do things unconventionally is always good to see.
Yeah, and this was the tournament that kick-started his career, wasn't it? He'd won 8 ranking titles coming here in 2018. He wins tonight, it'll be his 26th. And that's in a 5-year span, and of course there was a spell for 19 months where he didn't win one at all.
13. 14.
If he's low on the black, he might be able to shift both of those reds, which seem to be covering the black spot. Not to get them both out of the way if he could. It's obviously on his mind. His best chance of making this break further. Move one of them anyhow. The other one, as you can see, wasn't really in the way as much.
21.
Final 18-3, of course, what he was known for was just never letting up once he had somebody. Focus would not change at all. Trump, I'm sure, will be like that as well, because he doesn't want to be involved in a final that 30 years from now people say, do you remember that one that turned around dramatically when he was 7-2 up? That has happened to him before. He lost one to Higgins in Shanghai 10-9 from 7-2 up, but it just seems very unlikely here tonight.
38.
I'm sure Barry Hearn is glad he got rid of that £1 million prize for winning all 4 Home Nations titles. That was at the start of the series, wasn't it?
I was thinking about that about 5 minutes ago. There would have been plenty of talk of it, wouldn't there, now? And everyone said, well, it's impossible. It's just impossible. But actually, players have done quite well in the Home Nations, in more than one of them in the season. To win all 4 would be
53.
Extraordinary achievement, but maybe it isn't impossible after all. There is no bonus now, as Dave said.
$54.
So, 2 pots required for an 8-2 lead. Wakelin did have a chance here in this frame. But he was under pressure because, with of course, another ranking event starting a week today in China, the International Championship, where he's defending champion.
69. $75. 76.
Has he gone far enough?
82.
Got that left-hand red. Seems happy enough. He has gone far enough. Whether he pots those, they're not easy along that cushion, and he didn't roll it in, he sort of half punched it. Because you don't hit them accurately, they're not going in. Most of the time everything is going in right now.
90.
Have to roll this one, I think. harder, that might have stayed out. He dropped it, and they're holding the cushion along that bottom rail also. But this looks very good position. Look at this for a shot.
Yeah, and he needs this yellow to start the evening with back-to-back centuries. The final has turned into a procession for Judd Trump. What an extraordinary feeling it must be right now for him.
107.
Of course, he's had to fight back in this tournament. 3-1 down to Stephen Maguire, 3-0 down to Barry Hawkins.
112.
Showed his strength of character in both matches, and indeed against saengkham earlier in the week. And now he's shown us what an extraordinary player he is. What about this for a shot to get on the black? What about this for a shot? Even Chris Wakelin has to smile. Because this final is as good as done. Back-to-back centuries from Judd Trump. 8-2, one more needed to receive the trophy for a fourth time. It's been a dazzling display tonight. Chris Wakelin had that long red to go out in frame one, he missed it. He did get in, broke down on just 6 in frame 2 of the night, and then, well, in the end he was applauding what he was watching. He's got a lot of positives, of course, to take from this tournament. He'll be up to 21 in the world, assuming he is now the runner-up. Plenty of prize money, points to build on, and experience of playing, of course, in a multi-session final, having won the shootout this year. That 7th frame looking even more significant now when Trump made the clearance. Since then, Wakelin has just scored 6 points. You see some of the key stats. 94% very strong pot success for Judd Trump. Long potting 3 out of 4. He takes a lot on, of course. Total points obviously in his favour. There goes another one, so first chance to get it won.
I mean, he didn't start the session this afternoon all that well. He went 2-1 down. Wakelin held his own. Judd wasn't playing like this. Just thinking about it, at the end of that last frame and seeing that red go in. Even someone that sneezed extraordinarily loud in the audience might have been able to stop him, but not much else can.
Please make sure your balls are...
What I was going to say is, I mean, how good must he be feeling about his game right now, Dave? I mean, he's been in 2 finals,
4.
different parts of the world. Here he is in his 3rd. He knocked in back-to-back hundreds. Finished with a series of brilliant shots at the end of that last frame. Can you think of someone feeling better about their snooker right now? I can't imagine it.
Absolutely, but I wonder if John Higgins is watching, because in the semi-finals in Brentwood at the English Open, he was 5-2 up, played a shot to get on the yellow. It was a close 8th frame, didn't get on it.
12.
History could have been very different had he won that frame. We don't know what would happen after that, but the fact is Trump won that match brilliantly, has not looked back since.
13.
Don't be surprised if he wins it with another century. And what a thrilling conclusion to the week.
20.
Not ideal on this, though.
No, because the 2 reds are kind of blocking each other off a little bit to the left corner. I'm sure there's an area where he can get on that bottom red of the 2, but it's not the most natural place. I think from here, clearly he wanted to be on it straighter if possible. So this time he's got a little bit
25.
more to do, and he missed a shot quite like this, actually. Previous frame, probably the only one he has missed. Not this time. Now, is he on one here?
31.
Seemingly not, otherwise I think he'd already got down to play it. There is no pot this time. I think we can... He was a little nervous to say end of break when it comes to Judd, but everything was in each other's way there.
Well, Chris Wakelin is 8-2 down. He's 31-0 down. White just off the back cushion. But the match at least isn't over.
Using ours there as if that was an easy shot. I suppose you end up a little spoilt, don't you, when you watch some of the pots that are going in, but that was not an easy one. It's rolling it at quite long range. Had it gone in, he had a good chance. Has he left anything? I think easy, maybe a possible red. Thin. Well, the crowd would love this match to go on and on. And this might be the last opportunity for Chris Wakelin to make that happen.
Yes, you feel this shot is going to be decisive one way or another. It's either going to get him in with a chance, or it could get Trump in for the last chance he needs to win it. So Chris Wakelin does get his chance. Listen to the applause. They're willing him on to make some sort of recovery.
Eight. Nine.
It's a great venue. It's a great venue, the Waterfront Hall. And of course, it's not just the venue, it's the people that come here and support this event. And, you know, we got here a week ago. There was all sorts of talk about who wasn't here and all sorts of aggro going on. But ticket sales actually, based on last year, are up 10%, which reminds everyone, I think, that the true star is the game itself.
16.
And we've had so much drama, so much entertainment. Chris Wakelin determined to provide some more before tonight's out.
17. $24. 25.
He's a really good player, Wakelin. Plays in an orthodox manner. A lot of discussions that he has been known to practice with Mark Selby a lot over the years. That's why he plays this way, and it's a very correct way of playing it.
32.
You know, I think it's a good thing, you know. He's a studious player, safety player, and scores well. The moments that have arisen this week, he's definitely a player on the up, you know. Saw him beat Jack Lazowski yesterday, and you know, he's younger than Jack Lazowski. People think that Jack is the young pretender. Wakelin is younger than him. So he's in a similar boat, really. His best years in the game should be ahead of him.
38. 30. 39.
I also like what he has to say, you know, after matches, and quite thoughtful in his what he says. He doesn't come out with just generic stuff like people in sport sometimes do. He's always interesting to listen to, and he's a terrific player as well. He's just been
44.
swamped today so far.
$45.
He didn't want to play on the red down the cushion because
52.
if he could taken 2 red blacks, he wouldn't have needed the more difficult red. He blown when he dropped out of position, but at least he's finished off with a decent safety shot. There is a red that pops. Still quite a good shot. Left-hand red is a shot to nothing. I don't think he hits anything all the way back up if he gets anywhere near the pot in here. Very nice, very nice. Seeing it again, I wonder if he'd be interested in playing the pink here, because it would, yeah. Yellow's an easier shot, but pink, the points in the bag means he doesn't need that difficult red. That was clever. Back to the scoreboard.
7.
Yeah, red and black to lead by 36 with 35 on. He wins this frame, we might see that sort of ironic celebration you sometimes see from players who are being sort of swamped but manage to keep the match going.
I think Dennis Taylor was 8-0 down in that world final, and he did all that, and he ended up winning the match. So sort of crept up on Steve Davis in 85, didn't he? He's been miles behind. Not that he's worried. He pushes his head up and down the table here. This is what he's good at, you see. I mean, the Blake fell down earlier and he played a good safety shot. And now he's done the same with a 36-point lead. You know, he is a good match player. There's all the right shots. is all good stuff from Wakelin. He knows the frame's not secure.
Yeah, I mean, Trump is such an outrageous potter. You know, you've basically got to snooker him. And he has done.
Ball.
Yeah, he's going to concede. So the rot is indeed stopped. Chris Wakelin now, his challenge is to take this to the interval. Judd Trump still, of course, in a very handsome position here in Belfast, leading the final 8-3.